You probably don't realize it, but this one mistake is silently destroying your finances and keeping you in debt. And sure, you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're paying all your debts on time every single month. I know what you're thinking. How can I be making a mistake if I'm doing everything right and paying all my debts on time every month? And that's a fair question. It's a question that I've helped dozens of clients answer when I help them build a customized debt snowball spreadsheet to track all of their debt repayments. But even when you're making all of your payments on time, there's something happening beneath the surface. And if you don't fix it, your debt will hang around for years longer than it should. In this video, I'm going to show you the debt payoff mistake that's dragging you down. Simple fix that anybody can do. Real results from clients that I've helped build a custom debt snowball spreadsheet. And how you can get one made for you without lifting a finger. So let's take a look at an example from a client that I worked with to help build a customized debt snowball spreadsheet. This client was making all of their payments on time every single month. So on the surface, they're doing everything right. But when I started making their customized spreadsheet and really dove into the details of all their debts, I noticed two big problems. For these two debts highlighted in red, you can see that they're making the minimum payments every single month, but the interest rates are really, really high. And as a result, the balance is actually going up every single month for each of these debts. And so if this client only pays the minimum payments on these two debts, they're never getting out of debt. And that's because when you make the minimum payments on high interest debt, it barely touches the surface. And in this case, it doesn't even cover the interest. And that's the trap of making minimum payments. So if you're not focused and intentional about your debt repayment plan, you could be making the exact same mistake as this client. And so what's the fix? The solution is actually really simple and powerful. And you may have figured it out already on your own. You need to stop making the minimum payments. By only making the minimum payments, you're falling into the trap of staying in debt for much longer than you need to be. But you might be thinking, I'm making the minimum payments and all my debts are going down. That's good, right? And sure, it is going down. And eventually, by making the minimum payments, you'll be debt-free. But do you want to be debt-free in 15 years or 5 years? And that's exactly what I help my clients do. And if you're ready for that, you can grab the free template down in the description and build the same spreadsheet on your own. Or if you want to skip the stress and the hassle, I can just build one for you. I've helped dozens of clients shave years off of their debt repayment with this service, and I'd love to help you too. Just click the link for the custom debt snowball spreadsheet. You fill out a simple Google form to send me your debt information, and I'll take care of the rest. Here's the truth about debt repayment. Minimum payments are designed to keep you in debt as long as possible, especially on credit cards with a high interest rate where a $30 minimum payment, like we saw with that client, barely touches the surface and in fact isn't even covering the interest. But we're not falling for it anymore. By using a debt snowball spreadsheet and making more than just the minimum payments, even if it's $20, $50, even $100 extra a month, you're going to cut years off of your debt repayment and dramatically change your financial future. Now let me show you some real results of clients I've worked with who stopped making the minimum payments and applied the debt snowball method to get out of debt way faster. First up, we have Amy. Amy was on track to get out of debt with the minimum payments in April of 2030. And that's $21,000 in debt by April of 2030. However, that's just with the minimum payments. But we're not doing that anymore. With her custom debt snowball and adding $100 extra a month, Amy's now able to get out of debt in September of 2026, which is about 4 years faster. Next up, we have Denise. Making only the minimum payments, Denise would be able to get out of debt in February of 2030. However, we're going to use the debt snowball and we're going to add $100 extra into that debt repayment, getting out of debt in February of 2027, cutting another 3 years off of her debt repayment. And lastly, I've got Jameer's debt snowball spreadsheet. Making the minimum payments, Jameer's able to get out of debt in January of 2032, and with $100 extra and the debt snowball method, Jameer's now out of debt in October of 2027, about 5 years faster than by making the minimum payments. All it took for these clients was $100 extra every single month and a spreadsheet specifically designed for their debt situation. And in my opinion, one of the biggest benefits of getting out of debt ahead of schedule is all of the money that goes back into your budget that you can spend on things you actually care about and not paying off debt. Let's take a quick look back at Jameer's budget and how much money he's going to get back into it now that he's debt free. By applying the debt snowball method, Jameer is paying $1,143 every single month towards his debt. By adding in that extra $100 and using the debt snowball method, Jameer saved $1,143 every single month for 5 years. That's powerful, and that is life-changing money back in his budget. Are you ready to see results like Jameer? You can grab that free spreadsheet template down in the description and build this same spreadsheet yourself. Or you can let me do it for you. I'll calculate your debt repayment timeline, I'll organize your debts in a nice simple spreadsheet, and show you exactly how to maximize those extra payments with the debt snowball method. This custom version comes ready to use, specifically designed for your debt. Now that you know how to avoid the trap of minimum payments, you're ready for the next step. Watch this video. It'll show you how to pick the right debt to pay off first using your spreadsheet.